Well, I mean, it's an opportunity of a lifetime, I think, for any actor. I grew up watching Hindi movies, and my first Hindi movie was Kamal Sir's Ek Duje Ke Liye. So when I got this opportunity, it was like, what? Are you serious? No way. Like, I get to share the screen with this icon? I mean, it's sort of unbelievable, and I'm kind of on cloud 9 right now, and I don't know what's happening and what's going on, but his knowledge of philosophy and literature and cinema, religion, is so infectious that it moves you, to strive for excellence. And that's what was so amazing, to be working with him also, is that you want to continue to improve your craft and keep on making a difference. I mean, he can easily sit there and relax and chill out, and he doesn't, he's already achieved everything that he needs to. So that's what's amazing also, to keep working with him, is that he keeps on stepping outside the boundaries.
What about the fun element? Is he still funny?
The fun,
great
sense of
humor, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, we joked a lot. I mean, on the set, besides the work part, his sense of humor, and he made everyone feel, at home on the set, which was great, because we had actors from England, America, Chennai, Mumbai, Afghanistan, and none of us had time to meet each other or rehearse. So that's really a true sign of him as a great director, that we all just came on the set, we did our scenes, and, within like 1 or 2 takes, I think.
Who are you?
For me, I think the most challenging thing was the language, because I can't speak Tamil. But, they wrote the dialogues phonetically in English, and then Kamal Sir would record it on my iPhone, and I'd keep hearing it. And for me, I've primarily done English movies, so in America, you're just listening to English all the time. So for me, it was very difficult. But I welcomed the challenge. It was a lot of fun. And in India, for the actors, I think it's different, because they keep hearing all kinds of different languages. You're hearing, Punjabi, or you're hearing Hindi, Marathi. You're listening to all kinds of languages. So for me, it was a bit challenging, but he made it easy. So it was that was the most difficult thing, because I had to memorize his dialogues, and then mine, and then the other person, and then catch the cue. And then Kamal Sir said, look, we've got bombs going off. It's costing us a lot of money, so you don't have any time. There's no time for you to take 2, 3 takes. It's not about you, so you better get it done quickly. No pressure. I'm like, ah! And on my first day, I had pages of dialogue in Tamil. And I said, oh, for sure, I'm fired. So I just said, go with it, Pooja, have fun, enjoy this day with an icon, because you're going to get on the next plane back to New York, because he's going to say, you're terrible. But luckily, it worked out, and I had a job.
Because the other language was her language, so there was no problem.
इस कहानी में हर एक का डबल रोल है.
It has. There are a few opportunities that have come my way, so let's see which one I decide. In Bollywood, and 2 in English. So we'll see which one I do.
Monarch Diamond never left his hand.
Nick, we got a problem here. Find them.
I haven't found much of a difference except the language. When I came to Kamal Sir's set, it's so professional. We started on time, and the scenes that we were prepared for and preparing, we were doing that day. So you hear all kinds of things about Indian cinema, but the technicians and the writers are fantastic in India. So there's really not that much of a difference. I think India's tough because of the circumstances. In the way you have to shoot, in the heat, in the pollution, and the outside environment is really difficult to shoot. Whereas in the U.S., we've got great weather. The laws allow you to shoot. There aren't lots of people around. In India, I think the biggest thing is the public. It's so tough. Over there, you can shoot on the street, and it's no big deal. Here, you can shoot on the street, but in India, you can't go with a camera and shoot.
At the same time, you want to capture that.
At the same time, it depends on your story, right? At the same time, you'd like to capture those things. So I think that's the toughest part in India, which I give hats off to everyone who makes a movie in India, because it's not easy. I mean, there's so many things that happen that are out of your control. So I think, both places have their own unique style.
Right now, following your husband, madam.
और पता करो इसका चक्कर किस औरत के साथ चल रहा है.
Ciao, Papa, ciao.
औरत ना भी हो, जो भी हो.
I mean, I think, America, Hollywood, they take a lot of stories from Korean films, from Chinese films, from French movies. So they get inspiration from there. I think both sides can learn from each other. And I think that's the main point. I always feel like you can watch each other's cinema and get inspired. And people always say, oh, he copied this scene or he copied that scene. But I don't think you can actually ever really just copy anything, because cinema is sort of your own vision. And the way you see a certain thing isn't the exact same way another person sees it. So I think Hollywood has a lot to learn as far as like story and sort of having more exposure to the rest of the world. I think that's what I'd love to see, is more diversity in their films. And I think they're getting to that a little bit more. But as South Asians in America, I've always pushed all my friends to become writers and to become producers. Because once we get into those positions of power, then we're able to implement change, over there. And in the last 5 years, South Asians have become so popular in America. I mean, we've got the first female who won 2 Emmys and just got a nomination for the Golden Globes, Archie Punjabi. We have Mindy Kaling, who has her own sitcom on NBC. Even American women don't get their own sitcom on NBC. So we're really making changes over there, and it's a really fun time and exciting. But we've got to support each other in doing that. And I think that's the tough part with South Asians with us over there. We're only 3 million people. But I think if we continue to support and make that difference and support each other and push us into this, we can really make some interesting cinema over there.